Last week I caught the best fish of my life so far, so let me tell you the story of how I did it. We had the whole day since it was public holiday in Portugal, so we went for a new spot which was looking promising as the bottom structure was very different from some of the places we are used to dive. It's not every day that you can dive here, as it's quite exposed to waves and wind, so I was very happy to try out a different spot. But right from the start we didn't saw that much activity, and I was also missing a few shots, so things were not going that great. Eventually we did find a nice drop-off, and I had drifted away a little bit from the group, trying to follow one of those nice zebra sea breams. Incredibly, the fact that I missed all those shots led me to my best catch yet. The same bream was still around, but eventually I did lost it inside one of those holes, as you can see. And here it's the moment of the day. You can see me already loading up the second rubber because I saw that was for me a monster and I wanted to ensure that the shaft penetrates fully. As you can see, right around here you can make out the shadow on the bottom. The GoPro lens doesn't do it justice, but on the water it was an absolute unit. I saw it going inside in a kind of a tunnel that was made between two rocks, and I knew it had to come out on the other side, so I quickly and silently dove and took the shot. I thought it would be a stone shot, but the fish just started going crazy, so I called my friends over. I had never felt the power of a fish like this before. I had catched one of these before, but it was way smaller, and every time I pulled on the line it would just take off and I could only keep the tension. Bit by bit I started gaining some distance and I managed to calm myself down a little bit, which of course is very hard on situations like this. At one point my reel line got all tangled, the fish had almost emptied the whole reel, and I was starting to worry about this a little bit, but luckily the current helped me pull the line behind me and prevent the tangle around me. In more or less 5 minutes I had closed most of the distance, but the fish was still very much alive. Here I had to focus on breathing a little bit, and I knew I had to dispatch it as fast as possible with my knife. It was a mess with all the line underwater. And what I was not also expecting that these fish have bulletproof heads, and it was very hard to penetrate deep with the knife. I thought it was done, so I start bleeding it as you should to ensure the best eating quality, and then start heading to the float. This kind of grouper, it's called an island grouper or badejo in Portuguese. Can be found only in Madeira, Azores and Canary Islands. It's a close relative to the dusky grouper, and it's a very prized fish around Madeira because just how rare it is. And then right around here I made a rookie mistake. I thought I could hold it just by the gills, but it was just so thick I couldn't get a good grip around it, and eventually it kicked out of my hands and swam off again. Luckily, I managed to grab the line and the shot held up. I know it's a kind of amateur move, but honestly, it was very hard to think clearly with all that adrenaline. To finish off for good, I had to hold it between my legs while my friend helped me to make sure it was done. It was only when it was on the stringer that I really saw the size of it, as it was nearly the size of my float. And that's when the adrenaline finally dropped and I could start to calm myself down. As you can imagine, the day for me was pretty much done, but of course I stayed out with my friends to see if they could catch anything more. And I was also doing safety as we were diving this deep drop off, as you can see here. Between their rest times, I did some shallow dives and just peeked over the drop off, as it was just full of fish. I mean, just look at these parrotfish just going against my gun. And then, on an epic turnout of events, I did another one of these dives. And right around here, as you can see, I spot yet another island grouper below. I didn't even think going for it, I just swam straight up and called my friends over.
Pedro, Rodrigo, está aqui peixe grande, lá embaixo. Pá, está lá embaixo badeijo, mesmo aqui encostado.
One of them went down, and as soon as I heard the shot, I knew he had nailed it. And this time, a stone shot. I was also really happy with this catch, and we had also some nice footage of the fish.
Top, caralho. Vai, caralho. E mataste-o logo. Vai, caralho. Agora tá bom.
Having a float with two of these fish was just absolutely surreal. This was my fish that ended up being just 200 grams short of 7 kilos, and my friend's one weighing over 4 kilos. This is the whole catch. I then called my girlfriend so we can start organizing the party and share this fish with friends and family. and that's what we did. I took both fillets off and also separated the head, as only with the head and collars we had meat for probably more than 2 persons. If you ever tasted one of these fish, or even a dusky grouper for that matter, you know that they have a very nice and fatty and rich meat, and it's quite a different flavor from the usual fish species. It's something else, in fact. We got the fire going for the barbecue, and in total we were 12 people, and with just one fish was enough to feed all of them, and even took some leftovers for the next day. And this is in fact why I do it. It was just amazing to have everyone gather because of that one catch, to share a meal and have a few drinks and some laughs on a day that otherwise would just been another holiday. Seeing that table full of friends and family, all because I caught a fish on that morning. That's a memory I won't forget. It's not just the catch, it's what happens after, the moments, the stories, the people, and that's why I keep doing it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really love putting it all together. This was a day that I will not be forgetting so soon. So many thanks, and see you on the next one.